disconnected. User entered your channel.
Thanks. Nine two radio check.
User joined your channel.
Repeat last as a blank transmission.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
Shut up.
Hold the car.
Nine two leaving Stony Creek heading to base.
10-4.
Blank transmission.
Hold.
Two 7 radio check.
Lima Charlie 27.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
He's a criminal.
9-2 approaching main gate, white mark charger. Nine two. Anyone on base?
Negative. At this
User
time,
joined your
we're all
channel.
out doing trials.
A firm.
2-7 will be on base shortly.
There are 9 of us in a formation. 9-2 if you want to come out the back gate and follow.
Nine two copies. I'll be that way here momentarily.
Regroup.
User left your channel.
2-7 approaching front gate, black Lambo.
A firm 2-7, I'll be there here in just a minute.
Roman, if you can hear me, when you make a left here, left. Go right down to the gas station. Actual 4-9, you sure I can't take a quick pit stop? Roman? You sure I can't take a quick pit stop right down the road?
Hey, Brady.
Up, Zane.
Sorry, what?
James to Sully.
Thank you, sir. I have no idea what they're out doing some kind of trials for something.
That's a good song.
Okay. I guess that's a cool song. Did the Seaman Apprentice things come in? The green fatigues?
Don't know. Have not looked.
4-4 plus 9 approaching front gate, or 8?
A
Plus
firmly,
7.
got eyes on you.
What the fuck?
User left your channel.
Rush him!
User left your
Ambush! Oh my lord.
On the grass, on the grass, on the grass.
I'm out of stamina.
I'm so confused what they're doing.
User joined your channel.
Me too.
Folks, that was that was the okay run through.
User left your channel.
Thing.
User
The only
joined your channel.
complaint I have is just the route wasn't followed, but overall it
That's
was,
my fault.
User joined your
So,
channel.
good evening,
User joined your channel.
Lieutenant Commander Zane.
Good evening,
User
sir.
left your channel.
Sir. Get a
Thank you.
half-right face and then salute.
Everybody should be saluting right now until Zane and Brady release their salute.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Ready to.
Alice.
Okay. How did everybody feel about that?
Enjoyed it.
Tired. Got hit by 2
Tired?
cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
who said tired?
Doomed us.
And just out of curiosity, who did say tired? Up to it. Tired.
I'm feeling a swim coming on. I didn't think so.
User
Well,
joined your
see, at the
channel.
same
That's on
time,
back here, sir.
I would actually normally just make everybody swim, but I'd rather get some other things done at the moment. Please keep in that mind. You want to spit shit out like that? Everybody in this group will be going swimming.
That's actually
Until
what I was
I'm
about to do.
tired of watching. So keep that in mind. All right. So induct should be done. Irvin, do you have the documentation for the, was it 2 gentlemen that needed it?
It's one gentleman who can be signed
User
off
left
for
your
it, and there's
channel.
another one
Okay.
who's kind of in a gray area.
User joined your channel.
Okay. Now,
User left your channel. User
Zane, did
joined
you
your
need me
channel.
or can we continue?
No, go ahead and continue.
User left your
Okay.
channel.
Firearms.
User
Raise your
joined your
hand if
channel.
your firearm is signed off on. So that's most of you.
User left your channel.
Taser. Damn. What are we left with,
User
Irvin?
left your channel.
I understand some guys have already done it. That's fine. We have to follow the regulations that we set forth for training.
Yeah, all I've done so far is taser and induct.
Yeah, me too.
Who's me too? Who's I?
That is me, sir. Charles Rodino, sir.
Okay, so Charles,
I
you've
have
done. Hang on, Charles,
User
you've
joined
done
your channel.
taser and sidearm, correct?
I've only done taser and induct, sir.
So you haven't. Now was Indoc tonight?
Yes, that was tonight.
Okay, so we cannot do any more training with you for today. It's
Alright.
split up for a reason. Doesn't mean we can have a little fun. So with that
User
being
joined your
said,
channel.
who has not done sidearm or taser?
Kind of. I've only done taser again.
You've only done taser.
Yes.
Charles, take 4 steps to your left. Who has not else done taser? Sidearm. Nathan, please
User
go
left
stand
your
by Charles.
channel.
I take everybody else has done both of those. Okay.
Permission to speak? Sure.
User
Go ahead.
joined your channel.
I have not done. I'm confused. Like I have not done firearm, but I have done taser. So am I supposed to be here?
Firearm is a completely different animal. That is a lethal sidearm. So you have not done it, sir?
Oh, I have not, sir.
Go stand by those gentlemen there.
4-5.
Alex, to your left.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Christian, I know you got everything. Paul, I know you've got everything. Gibson, I think. What were you missing?
User left your channel.
Nothing. You
Everything,
weren't
sir.
missing. All right. The 3 of you fall out. You're done. You're
Okay,
done for tonight.
Sir, be aware.
Christian, did you see what I sent you?
And that's fine, but
You see what I
doesn't
sent you?
mean we cannot actually run them through again like we just did with Indok.
Yeah, there's one
Right?
in my city.
Okay. Okay, good.
Have you ever gone ocean water?
So what I'm gonna do
sir,
is
thank
should
you.
try it,
grab my damn
nerds.
car.
It's like.
Why do you have a rifle on your back?
You got
User
your
joined
vehicle
your
too.
channel.
Well,
I'm sorry.
technically, I always have it on my back. I just never leave the base with it. That
Yeah,
way,
go
if I
All
ever
right, the three
forget,
of you gentlemen, please stand here.
I
I'm gonna
don't lose it
grab
from
my
inside my
vehicle, or
RBM
please
or
grab yours.
if I put it away
We're
with
gonna
my
go
car.
to the range.
And they also can put nerds in it. It's pretty good.
Oh, that, and plus my RBM just got impounded, so Irvin gave me this rifle just now because he accidentally impounded my RBM.
Alright. Well, then, that's alright.
Never leave the base with it. I just had it because, what's his face? RBM's missing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good thing you had it then, if your RBM's getting impounded. Do you have another RBM available?
Yeah, I have one anchored, unlocked in the back over there.
Alright.
Just, oh, there we go. Kinky.
Kinky.
What?
Can you, drive me to my RBM, please, so I can put my rifle away?
Tell Irvin to come over here and pick up these three gentlemen.
Some nice bearing with these recruits.
On the
Irvin,
radio.
He says pick these guys up.
Alright, hop in. Irvin, please
Just
bring
need
them
to
to
go
the
to the
range.
shop.
Rowan, I'll give you.
Bring
Oh,
my thing.
you're already in the car.
Over here, right?
Yeah, it's
1-1,
behind the
permission to
shop.
speak,
It's
please.
the unlocked RBM.
You don't, he doesn't need permission to speak.
Go ahead, you don't need permission to speak on radio.
User left your channel.
Hey, can I have
There's a
your
man
name?
at the front gate, A1 Nathan Rogers in a blue Corvette that would like a tour of the base.
User joined your channel.
9-2's got this.
Oof.
Copy.
Nathan!
Who's asking
How are you?
for the base?
guys?
Nathan Rogers.
Just freaking
Yes.
fantabulous.
Claims he is
Other than
retired
that,
For the
that
day.
Tahoe 9-2 can confirm Nathan Rogers is previous Coast Guard, also previous FAA command team.
Zane, that will be your call. I'll be working on firearms training.
Hey, from sir. Alright, so what brings you out this way, Nathan? Didn't expect to see your face on island again.
I flew back for the day.
I
Just
see.
the day. I missed it. Wanted to see what has been built and added.
Well, I'm sure you figured out as soon as you hopped in your Corvette and tried to drive away that they've broken
oh yeah, no,
everything.
That's very slippery tires. No, thank you.
Yeah, my Charger drives like it's a boat now.
That sucks.
Anyway, yeah, if you want to, somebody said you wanted to go for a tour of the base.
4-5,
Yeah.
who's
been a
charging
while.
is literally
Mind if I
on the
pat you
base.
down, make sure you don't have
Go for
anything
it.
illegal or
I threw
otherwise
everything
pokey,
in my
sticky,
car.
exploding?
Probably
All
because of
I've
the
got is a
new
mask,
problems with the
which I
transmission.
don't
Alright.
plan on wearing.
The vehicles will stop even to get out of them.
This is 1-1. I also have a vehicle inside the fence of the airfield. Not sure what that's about. SUV Coast Guard.
9211, that Tahoe kind of flew out of nowhere. It landed there. I'm not sure how that happened.
I was wondering because when I walked up, that was not there, and I'm like, wait, what?
It landed right behind you when you were standing here. Okay, well, it won't let me search you. Everything is broken.
Great.
Surrender.
Oh yeah, that's
oh,
right.
okay, that works too.
I don't
Go
feel like
for
that
it.
was always the case, but
You never know. They change shit all the time on this island. And here's the big question: are you signed in?
I am on park
Okay.
time and
That's
on.
the one thing that sometimes people forget.
Sir, you want me
Oh, you have to actually pat down with the.
User left your
Yeah,
channel.
okay. I can't do it with the circle menu anymore.
Oh.
Like what the
Sometimes.
hell?
I love how it still makes you walk away. It's so comedic to me.
User joined your channel.
Well, I see you've got What is this? 2 rooks and 4 magazines?
Oh shit! Wait, hang on. What?
If you just leave those in your car, it's not gonna be a problem.
He has
They
one
are
rook.
in my car.
Oh.
They are in my car. Not
Alright, unlock your car real quick.
What
Go for it. It should be unlocked. But yeah, go for it. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. You can't check. There's no trunk. You have to get in there.
Yeah, I can check the trunk anyway. There's a rook and 2 mags in there.
Yeah, I'm like that's.
They only duplicate in the system.
Well, no, the thing is, I don't have them on me, so why do they show if they're in my car?
Put your clothes on the ground real quick.
Go for it.
Oh,
Don't make it destroy and go invisible.
4945, can I request someone with a
No,
I actually need to get you guys.
There's 2 in the leg strap.
430 there in a second.
Yes.
Just not there for me. But really quick, I do need to give you guys these. I don't know why I had them in my house storage, but please take them back because I really don't want to be charged with anything.
Certainly. I don't know which one of us got it. We both picked them up.
How many?
I'm just gonna put the entire leg strap in my car because this is just weird. Done. I'm just gonna be smart and just do that. It's 5 times faster than taking 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Feel free to check the shirt. If it has something in it, I'm very confused. Well, except for a mask. I always have to have one. I'll have it. They die hard.
I recommend you just throw that leg strap away.
I did.
No, just put it in the ocean or something.
You're all he's good to go.
Cause you do have 2 other rooks in there, and that's illegal.
That's weird. Okay, well it's weird because it's not what my eyes see. All right, that's entertaining.
All right, not much has really changed since you were here.
I know.
But it's nice seeing you around again. I honestly didn't expect to see you again. I figured you were just done.
I didn't expect to come back myself, but it's really only for the day. I don't know if I may come back another day. I don't know. Right now it's just kind of a day-by-day hotel thing.
Right. Yeah.
Fox Avenue Apartments.
Word on the street is they're working on some sort of implementation for faction shops again. Or like faction vendor distributors, but it's going to be some sort of system where there's actually a set price and a set amount of reserve. So if there's nobody who's sold them to the guy, then you can't, or you can still buy them.
Yeah, so where people have to make them and turn them into that guy, and then you can buy them.
Right, basically it's like an inventory system with the guy. Yeah. He'll have a stock.
Go ahead, 26.
The stockpile system.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it works when it comes out.
Can you move your car?
I know who that is.
In any way, shape, or form, or is it just stuck on the beach?
Oh.
Yeah, PSU guys got the
okay, I
high
pulled out
vis
the garage
vest now.
and the door never opened.
It's finally got fixed and approved.
I don't know what happened to it.
I'm trying not to walk in front of you.
Talking about a different car.
Yeah, same.
How am I walking slightly faster?
I don't know. It's trying to figure out.
I don't have any other car.
Maybe my gear weighs me down.
Where's this at?
True.
I'm looking at your car right now.
Actually,
at the RBM in front of the
I'm sure Sullivan would like to speak with you after he's done with his training. But yeah, shit. So what have you been up to?
At the end of the airfield, so you can grab that.
Not much. Went back to the mainland, found a labor job. Just quit that a few days ago and decided to just fly back here for a day. Got an offer. I was like, hey, sure. Yeah. Honestly, how things changed. I don't like how slippery the roads are right now.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
that
not really
everything
sure what that's
stays
about.
painted. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a really nice quality of life improvement.
Yes, especially for the factions. You guys don't have to pull out a Sheriff Tahoe every single time you're trying to Mustang or anything.
It ends up being like a 30-minute ordeal driving from my house and getting a car out and then coming to base and signing in before I could even go on duty.
Yeah. I still find it hilarious how civilians can still craft a ambulance helicopter or EMS chopper, and they can still craft the CG Goose.
You would think that it would be easy enough just
It's
to
been 3
remove
months,
that,
dude. You
but
think that's
I mean,
no. I'm glad Granny's Manor made it in though. That took.
Yeah, that just happened recently, like within the last week or
I
two.
went and checked that out because I saw the door open. I'm like, haha.
So this is Pablo. Pablo is a connoisseur of sorts. He has all kinds of wonderful goodies.
I remember the quartermaster. How you doing?
User joined your channel.
I can't talk. Oh, I can, yeah. But I can't.
Wait, it'll actually let you talk to him?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck? That's not alright.
Like, only the U.S. Coast Guard faction uses it. No, it's like, yeah, I still have my faction whitelist. No. You guys are adamant about that. I got removed from the aviation channel on Slack. I was sad. I was really sad about that.
Yeah, I'm actually the one who removed you. I went through and removed a bunch of people from all these channels because somebody somewhere had neglected to do it. Generally, after somebody leaves Coast Guard, not like most people don't get to stay on Slack, but those who do are restricted to the public channels, you know, like gallery, general, stuff like that.
I'm never on this island. That was kind of the other reason, but I don't care. I'm glad I have my headgear, because I have sound canceling. You don't. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I've been fairly inactive the last couple of weeks. I got a new car. I've been busy with work on the mainland. I mean.
Yeah.
And then today, my car got fucking hit by some random crap coming out of the back of somebody's pickup truck. Oh my god, I was so fucking pissed. So pissed. I haven't even paid the first payment on the damn car yet, and it's already getting fucking hit.
Oh my gosh. That just sucks.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can come in from the underside of the hood and pop that dent out, and then repainting it is going to be a pain in the ass, but a couple of spots shouldn't be too bad. So at least the car's not, you know, mechanically screwed, and I didn't get hurt. It didn't break the window.
Yeah. At least you can actually just have them pay for all that repair and paint.
Yeah, I gotta file a police report tomorrow, and then they're gonna track down with the plate number what company it belongs to and who the driver was, and then from there, hopefully.
There goes the.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Hold shots right now.
And hopefully they'll make it right, and their company insurance will pay for it. Which, I mean, since it's a company truck, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Still probably gonna fall on me to go and get quotes and everything, which is gonna be a pain in my ass with the work schedule, but that's whatever.
Yeah.
How do you think your shots were out?
Coast Guard still doesn't have much of anything to do.
Please tell me those things don't actually show your accuracy now.
Oh no, they always did. You can see the shots on it. It might depend on your matrix settings.
Now, at the same time,
oh, okay.
I always like
that's cool.
Everybody look at everybody's targets.
The Coast Guard hasn't really.
Nathan, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no freaking way he's talking to me.
No, there's Nathan Black.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, but he wouldn't be going through training. Now would he?
I don't have any comments.
I mean, he might be. There's a lot of seaman apprentice or seamen over there who are doing training, even though they've already done the technical training. It's just, you know, a group effort.
Look at him.
Yeah, but Nathan's not. Yeah. Oh, there's like a Nathan Hamilton.
Oh yeah, there's a Nathan Hamilton as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
You have no idea how much I want to come back, Zane.
So, everybody move back to your standing
No
stage.
idea. Okay.
Well, and of course that's up to you. We'd be happy to have you back.
Know.
But
I know you would.
Okay, I'd like
and I would love to come back. I would absolutely love to come back.
Magazine in your firearm.
You see Coast Guard's taking over the airfield now?
We got a one civilian, Donald Brandon, requesting a ride-along.
I would like everybody to move not one step, but
This is 9-2. Currently we're doing training. I don't believe there's anyone available to do a ride-along with him. If he wants to come back in a half an hour or so, that might be something different.
Move a lane to your right. Thank you.
Copy that, sir.
Yeah, I'll warn you though. I mean, if you were to come back, Coast Guard doesn't have a whole lot more to do now than we did before.
Please, Alex.
Yeah.
It's really the same old story.
Zink,
It's just
ask your
trying to
question.
do training and stuff to keep people entertained. Yeah, what's up?
Want to post an announcement for people to double check that their car actually stored in garage, because I found for some reason three of my Tahoes on the airfield scattered all over the place, and as well as 3 other random cars. So it's clearly that the server is broken, that when you stir your car and you go to sleep, your car poofs back out into reality and goes to a random spot. Like Paul Bowers was at my RBM over there on the beach.
Yeah, there was one that landed behind Nathan on the airfield.
A bunch of my Tahoes were in the fucking airfield on the runway. I have no idea how they're there because I stored it. So like, I'm gonna post an announcement telling people to like, double check.
I don't know how they double check, but I mean, other than opening the garage again. But yeah, go ahead and post. Let me just make people aware that's something that's happening.
Yeah. Another thing that's happening, Roman, is that you know, how I have to drop all weapons inside of my car and whatnot to get in here. I have a you know that little satchel vest thing. I dropped everything out of that into my car, yet it still registered that I had a pistol in there. Or ammo, was it?
Yeah, he showed up that he had all these guns on him and everything when they were really in his car. And I'm pretty sure it showed more than what he actually had. I think he had like a rook and 2 mags, but it showed he had 2 rooks and like 8 mags.
Yeah, that's what I woke up with. But I put that all in my storage. I was just like, why do I have this much stuff on me? I know I didn't. Like go to sleep 3 months ago and find that.
Are you guys able to get a boat in the air?
Get a boat in the air?
Did he say boat in the air?
Ooh, I love flying boats. Those are fun.
Zane, you able to?
Damn it, Nathan. No, I don't have shit to say.
I really want to just yell back, what did I do? So badly.
Charles, damn, Charles. Where'd that come from?
SC does not appear that we can get a bird in the air at this time.
Nice grouping. Very nice grouping. Nice grouping.
User left your channel.
Try.
I have not.
So is Unicom still in place?
User in your channel timed out.
Guys, I haven't shot in a few days, but please come over here and look. And I was probably doing a lot more rapid fire, a lot quicker than you gentlemen, for a reason. Come back here, please. I will not say this is perfect by any means, but any
Lieutenant Commander. You happen to hear that radio call?
I heard them ask about something about a boat in the air.
A bird in the air. He wanted to know if we could get a Guardian 1 up. The Sheriff's Department did.
For what reason? What are they calling about?
And they didn't elaborate.
92 SD, are you still on frequency?
Hey, friend.
What are you requiring a Jayhawk for currently? What's the situation?
Well, we had an 1199 call at Kings Estate by marshals. We currently have 2 vehicles pulled over, and once they're the finally side, they're probably gonna run off. So if you guys can be on standby.
A firm, we'll get a bird on standby.
So fun.
Let's go.
User joined your channel.
There we go.
That's just Charles. The wrong freak.
I'll take co-pilot.
Low flying helicopter from CG base.
That's a plane.
Sorry.
I'm not staying on the bird, I'm just delivering the package.
Oh. Do you have any mags on here?
Roman has the mags.
Alright.
This bird. Oh, it's Zane.
That's Greggy.
No, Zane is piloting.
Oh, I thought I was talking about the co-pilot.
Do we have any sea gas on duty right now?
Firm.
I'm not really sure what's going on with this airplane, but he keeps ramming the airfield and then touching back off.
User left your channel.
Is he doing normal calls?
Skills goes number.
If you guys can load to greenhouse area with Jayhawk would be appreciated.
For a minute, Guardian will be taken off now.
So, generic traffic, be advised. This is Charlie Golf 6046. We are spooled up, CG base, heading emergency protocol direct liftoff towards Southern Sea.
That guy just abandoned that.
Yes, that plane has touched down, left his plane on the airfield, it appears, and ran inside a hangar.
No, he's running to the other place.
User joined your channel.
He's wearing scuba gear heading towards the ramp.
Alright, let SD know we're about 10 seconds out. We'll be on scene momentarily.
Guardian 1 to CG base. The guy is on a motorbike on the airfield. Just driving down it.
You're gonna transmit.
Oh my god.
That was weird.
User in your channel timed out.
Okay, we're here. I don't see anything.
Oh, there they are. In front of us.
If you do if I said put a bird engine flying over here, really low, if you guys can take care of that bird.
Location.
Right above the traffic stop where you guys are in scene.
That's us.
SCB.
Oh, I see it.
He's right below us. Get him.
It's the green Huey. No.
Huey?
Shut up.
This isn't Call of Duty.
Oh, that's gonna crash. They're gonna crash.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh wow, they actually didn't. I'm shocked. We don't have a rifle. We can't do anything about that.
Wait, we do, but wait, does it have a mag? It does. I have 7 rounds.
I think I'm gonna let them be, so we can keep doing Overwatch for them. They fucked off. If they come back and try and cause a problem, then we'll keep going. But I'd rather do our original duty of helping SD.
That's a lot of kings.
User left your channel.
Oh, on our right. A little bit above us.
Which I didn't try and contact it.
Yeah, go ahead and contact it. Do you know the proper verbiage to contact another aircraft?
Aircraft above greenhouses. This Charlie Golf something something something. Please state your call sign.
You can have them please state their call sign, but probably more effective just to have them go away.
What's your call sign?
6046.
Paul letter 59 is gonna head to that. Do you guys have it here?
6046. Okay.
You said Charlie Golf is fine too.
So Charles, what is can we get some description of those individuals that were at Kings of State?
We're United States Coast Guard.
It's all unknown. The only witness passed away before you got to tell us anything.
Helicopter above greenhouses. This is Trigo 6046. Can you please wave off from the current situation?
Same with Charlie.
What's going on over here by greenhouses? He didn't answer.
Are we involved?
No, I'm just coming from my house.
Oh, we have no idea either.
This is 9-2, we're up in Guardian 1. Currently there's a felony stop in progress on a multitude of King's vehicles. Looks like 2 times Mustangs, unknown occupants. We're providing Overwatch this time.
Down.
10-4.
It's not responding on the radio.
Aircraft next to greenhouses. This is United States Coast Guard. Please wave off from the current situation, otherwise we will be forced to pursue upon you and fire. Alright, aircraft above greenhouse, United States Coast Guard. We will fire upon you if you do not wave off from the situation. Go ahead and get the rifle ready. We're gonna get closer and then try and give them warnings, but they're not hearing us, so we might have to end up shooting them down anyway. Bell helicopter above greenhouses. This is the United States Coast Guard. Please wave off from your location currently, or we will have to fire upon you.
Would you like me to notify SD?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm changing freak now. Coast Guard SD.
Send it.
The current helicopter above the felony stop might have to be shot down.
Lima Charlie.
Plug driving at scene at gas station.
He's too close to this guy, he'll cause an explosion.
Yeah, we can't shoot him down here. That's a terrible idea. But
he knows that too.
Yeah.
4-4 to Guardian 1.
Yeah, he's sure he's well aware.
Send it to Guardian 1.
Is anyone listening in on SD Freak?
I'm listening, but they're not talking.
On Guardian 1?
Yeah, we are.
Hey, firm, just making sure.
User joined your channel.
As soon as it touches down, take the rotors out. It won't explode if it's on the ground.
Guys, with the CG?
Send it.
You guys are good to shoot it down if you need to. Yeah.
Copy. It could crash in Yale, so we're gonna wait for it to land, and once it lands, we're gonna take it down.
User left your channel.
Steve said we're clear to shoot him out. Down. But I don't think we should.
Great, we don't need SD's approval, but yeah, we're not going to shoot it down as long as it's still in the air, because I don't want an explosion right there.
What the hell is it doing?
Is it going to do what I think it's going to do?
It's heading towards us. Yep.
What the
fuck? I have my lights on.
Oh my god. It's heading towards truck stop.
So I mean, you can notify people on the ground. I'm not sure if we even have anybody to take care of them, so.
Just for a go point that traffic stop. Find that pound stop.
They're code 4 on it.
Guardian 1 copies will be waving off this time.
Thanks for the assistance, Guardian 1.
It's coming back towards us. The potato
This is 1-1. I'm gonna head to the bank in Silverton really fast to deposit paychecks.
If you're going alone, make sure you take off your uniform.
Or we have all clear to shoot it down. I'm not gonna play this little acrobatic fucking stunt with him.
It's code 4 at the gas station.
The problem is the darker it gets, the less I can see him, so I'm just gonna go back to base so I can at least get my lights on.
2-5 approaching front gate or what?
Silverton air traffic be advised, Chicago 6046 coming in short final runway 25, direct passage CG base via Echo.
Cover that 2-5.
Irvin, are you on freak?
User left your channel.
Was that a call for Irvin?
Yeah,
I'm on freak.
Can you get some more max for me ready? We're coming in for a landing.
I think it just blew up.
You're probably right.
We can make a run for him. I don't have any like spare on me.
Send it, EG.
Did that heli above that traffic stop just crash?
Unless you like immediately need him.
Yep, it just crashed. Can you guys go and detain the guy for us?
Bring him to the airfield. We're landing there right now in your vehicle.
I'm gonna try to find out what exactly crashed.
Be advised, there is a red Chevy approaching the front gate being followed by 4 men and a black Dodge Charger. Also be advised, the driver of the red Chevy told me he was being hunted.
Be advised, the situation at the gas station is code 4. They want.
That's better.
Hey, I need to eat real quick. I need.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Irvin's coming with Max. Don't worry.
It was over the houses. Over by.
Be advised, driver at the front gate. Driver at the front gate is being hunted.
Stop talking over each other,
Vehicle
please.
at the front gate is just launched over the walls and now inside the airport. There are 4 men on the airfield. They're running towards the back gate CG base. The airfield entrance, correction.
User joined your channel.
Alright, are you guys ready to go back up? So we can get eyes on these
There's
guys?
people approaching the back gate though.
That's where I'm going.
Oh, we just took off. Good. Irvin, just hop in and dump it.
The guy just
They
entered base now.
There we go.
User joined your channel.
Are we good?
Yeah, I only got 2 to spare.
I meant LRR.
That's all I got. Oh, for the LLR? I thought you were talking about. Right? No, I don't have LLR.
Okay, just take
Fuck,
him.
I thought you were just
It's
talking
fine.
about normal mags.
Just go.
And I'm just gonna be with you guys at this point.
Right.
Mind.
Uh, 10-9 last.
Nine 2 is last known location.
He's over on the rocks. Recruits, if you have no lethal, get back. Tase him, tase him.
User left.
I fucking hate when people just zigzag. That makes no fucking sense.
User joined your
The
channel.
rocks, I'm assuming on this side?
No, they're on the other side. Front gate.
Okay, I thought they went towards the back gate.
They went.
No, they
from,
entered.
I got
they
a
went.
taser down. I got a guy down in the rocks. Need somebody with handcuffs.
Yeah. Hey, get me above him. Let me go ahead and shine a spotlight on him.
Be advised that call out for the gun could have been him reaching in his pockets. Still be advised, we have 2
We got
people
1
inside the
detained
airfield.
on the rocks.
Really?
I hope that guy realizes that he won't get away whatsoever.
Yeah, no, this is an SD.
Send it.
Okay, be advised, you're unable to find that crashed helicopter.
Copy. Thank you for thank you for trying.
I believe there was another suspect down there, is that correct?
He is right here.
Okay,
That's. I'm gonna go turn off spotlight now. Do we have it all code for?
Do a quick scan of thermals, see if you can see anybody else. See somebody on the other side of the airfield gate, or entrance there. Not
I think he's unconscious.
Fence, there we go. Words are hard.
I see him, no.
No, a guy next to that guy crouching.
Yeah, I see it.
In the front gate on the inside of the airfield fence. The guy crouching over there.
Oh, right here?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you want to do with this? What do you want to do with this King's guy on the rocks?
Be advised. That is the guy that we told to stop. He did not stop. He kept running when I deployed taser. I missed. Found him on the rocks. Later tased him.
Guys, be advised. We still have someone inside the airfield.
Copy that. I am almost approaching them. I'm inside the airfield. I am alone if somebody else would like to back me up real quick. Just in case anything happens.
You guys see the searchlight?
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't see it at all, but...
Are you in thermals or anything?
Yeah, I was in thermals, but now I'm not.
Oh, and you still can't see it?
Nope, can't see it at all. Fuck it. I'm back in the thermals just to watch the guy.
EMS is on scene over there. I guess he needed help.
There's a down guy.
Okay.
Alright, give me a hot minute. 1 sec.
Why does everybody have to make it so hard on themselves?
Because criminals aren't smart.
I was a smart criminal. The searchlight still on?
Yeah.
Is it off now?
No, it's still on.
Okay, well I can't turn it off then. Something wrong with the searchlight right now, guys.
And my cockpit light's turned off too.
Weird.
Yeah, I can't touch any of my switches anymore. What the hell?
Who's that at the front gate in the bearskin hat?
That is a young man that claims to be chased by these individuals.
A young
right,
man.
Just making sure everybody's good.
We might need to land.
Yeah, I think so. This is Guardian 1. All suspects are in custody, correct?
Yeah, we have the other suspect inside the holding cell this time.
A from Guardian 1's gonna set down helipad 1.
Copy, Guardian 1.
We still have the other suspect over here.
Yes, has he been resuscitated? Just bring him inside the holding cell for me.
He passed out.
EMS is on scene if we can call them over. They're inside the airfield.
EMS is on the guy now.
Copy.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, searchlight should be off now. Hit the cabin switch for it. Guardian 1 is wheels down.
User in your channel timed out.
Oh, he's still out of his head. Nine two, check 911 calls.
User entered your channel.
Hello, sir. You make a permanent ass cheek imprint in my seat.
Wait, what?
You make the permanent imprint in my seat. Your asshole too big.
Actually, I need all Coast Guard to stay frosty right now.
What?
Nothing. He's out of his head. I want him to get out of the Jayhawk so I can park
I'm
it.
not frosty, I'm toasty. Just lock him in and he can learn how to get out one way or another.
One to Paul.
User disconnected from your channel.
Send it for 2-6.
We have come up empty-handed on the weapon search.
Okay, thank you for trying.
Mustang approaching front gate, occupied 2 times.
User joined your channel.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Oh gosh. Just having an aneurysm. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do be advised, both men at the front gate.
Right, I'm here.
Oh, good.
Saying you wanna
janitors, however.
pick that bone?
Yeah, sure. We might have a situation at the gate, but we can stay close.
Irvin, take that.
Do I need to be Romans? Mute my GoPro for this?
Oh no, you shouldn't have to.
Maybe we unlock the Jayhawk.
User joined your channel.
It's unlocked.
Yeah, I just unlocked it.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna put the rifle back in there.
I can, yeah.
It don't matter to me if you want to put it into a RBM or something.
It's supposed to be Romans, but he keeps leaving it all over the place.
I
always end up back with it.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Pretty much. Okay, so what I wanted to ask you about was why do
User joined your
recruits
channel.
not have handcuffs part of their like loadout?
That's a good question. Never thought about it like that before. I just had a conversation with Fox the other day about why, because he thinks that we should give everyone tasers before their training for taser, and I think we should wait till they have their taser training and prioritize taser training before they get a taser. The handcuffs, I think, should be a given, and the handcuffs should go along with the taser, personally. And I think that's kind of, I think that's kind of the thinking it was, but I think maybe in the rank restructure, it got a little bit more confusing because now we have an extra rank there. But yeah, that definitely needs to be looked at because I think that although I foresee issues with just giving everybody a taser without any training first is going to cause problems, but at the same time, I'd rather it cause problems than to cause a life, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll definitely bring that up with on the handcuffs thing because that's a really good point. You're basically useless as a recruit.
That's yeah. I'm like, why even give them a taser if we're not gonna give them handcuffs? I mean,
Yeah.
they could just tase them down and then they could just run away again. Like, any sense?
So you keep tasing them. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, definitely makes sense.
Something that was bugging me because I was like talking to I taser trained someone today, right? And when I taser trained them, they were asking, well, what do I do? What he's like, can I have handcuffs? I'm like, let me check. And I went on the loadout, on the official loadout sheet. There's no handcuffs for Seaman SA plus. So yeah, like, so if you tase someone, you better hope they comply with you afterwards, because otherwise they can just run away. If you're ever in a situation where you have to keep someone from running away or something. What happened just now? There were 3 recruits surrounding one guy? They basically just had to hope he would listen to him. No. None of them had handcuffs out there to cuff the guy. They had to ask someone to come over to cuff him. I don't know if you remember hearing that on radio.
Yeah,
like, can we get someone over here to cuff this guy? Like, that should not be a thing that is happening, at least in my opinion.
My only school of thinking there is that they don't know how to properly detain and arrest somebody, so we wouldn't want to give them the handcuffs to do so. But, like you said, there's no point in tasing somebody if you can't cuff them.
And yet, detaining the detention and arrest process is not explained at all during the recruit phase. So
that's another thing
like,
that's being looked at.
It's not a it's not like a training or anything. So.
4-3 is going to do a quick sweep of the airfield entrance on CG base. That Jenner's Mustang
Both
is
radios going off right now. This is obnoxious. Yeah, so I don't know. It was just If that's the excuse, that they don't know how to properly detain and arrest someone, well, the detention and arrest procedure is not covered in their recruit training. So that doesn't make any sense either. Maybe that should be added into the training, and then once they've been trained on that, they can have handcuffs. Damn, genius idea right there. No.
Yeah, that's something I think that's being looked at. I think Nick was supposed to be putting some stuff together, but he's had some stuff come up, so he's been kind of in and out. But I believe he was looking into adding that, and there was one other thing we were adding to the recruit training. Basic arrest and detainment process, and something else. So that should be coming soon. It's just we haven't seen anything as far as manuals or, policies yet. So once we get some actual official guidelines for how that training is supposed to go, then we'll implement it. But definitely, if there's anything else, I mean, you can put it in the CG suggestions and get everyone's input, or bring it to me. Either way is fine.
And also, I don't think... I really hate that taser training takes up a day's worth of training. Like, they can't train on anything else with taser training, because taser training literally takes 5 minutes. It's not complicated. It's not something that they have to process and, take a day to process all the information, because there's barely any information. It's basically aim with the red dot and yell taser, taser, taser before you fire.
You're also supposed to first check the immediate area for any further threats, then contact EMS.
I was given the TLDR.
And then
yes.
and then contact command to let them know that the taser was deployed. The contacting command thing, the same way with it how it is on an RBM. If there's a command on base, great. If not, there's no need to like message me and say, "Hey, I used my taser today." But yeah, there's a little bit more to it than just point and shoot. It's not like a Polaroid camera. I mean, it basically is, but yeah, no, I've actually brought that up before because I agree with you. I think that taser should be a prerequisite for basically anything. I don't feel right putting somebody on gate duty without a taser.
Just add it with firearms training, maybe? I don't know.
I was thinking making it so that NDOC and taser can be done in the same day.
I like that too. That's how I like to do it, actually. Taser, get them defense mechanism, and then give them their, workout for the day.
Right, and I feel like that kind of introduces you to Coast Guard. It prepares you for gate duty and such, so you're not completely useless. You'll have your taser, and then from that point, you get your boating regulations theory tests and all that good stuff. But I think the NDOC and the taser should be kind of hand in hand. I think the taser should honestly come before all else.
See, I've had people tell me NDOC should be first, and I'm just like, why? Why would we... And then before they have any form of defense? It doesn't make any sense to me. They come onto this base
Black Crown
defenseless.
Vic approaching front gate appears to be marshals.
They
occupied 2 times.
It's more important than
just let them
having
through.
some sort of defense mechanism. To me.
You make sure they're marshals and then let them through.
That's why whenever there's a new recruit and I'm in charge of their first training, I always do taser. I don't care what the standard is. I've been told the standard is give them NDOC first. Always give them taser first. I'm like, the taser is more important than me yelling at you in a giant circle.
Do we have marshals inbound?
Affirmative, marshals are at the gate now.
10-4, we'll let them in.
Oh my god, this always happens whenever I'm on the island. I'm like having a conversation in Slack with command. I'm talking to somebody on island and then radio's going off. Situations happening, and here I am sitting next to the Jayhawk trying to have like 7 different conversations at once.
I'm sorry, that bone that I wanted to pick though was bothering me, so.
Yeah. The handcuffs thing, I'm currently speaking with Fox about it. Basically, his viewpoint is that as a seaman recruit, you're not a full-fledged law enforcement officer, as other guardsmen are, and they have no reason nor right to be, arresting somebody. And I, of course, countered that with, well, what good is tasing somebody if they can just get up and run away? You just keep tasing them?
Yeah, exactly. At that point, don't even give them a taser at that point. Like, what the heck? Literally have them as meat shields. We'll go ahead and take them hostage into situations, points our gun forward, and meat shields. That sound. Joking, by the way. Don't take me seriously. I'm joking. Goodness, he's already opening up a CGIS case with me.
Okay, I'm gonna head back up to the front gate.
Explaining lost his shit when he saw 3 CG cars out in the airfield, and then one of them was his.
Okay, taser and NDOC on the same day, handcuffs for SRs. I think I got everything out there, so now it's up for discussion. Before I forget, and then like a week later, like, so whatever happened to the handcuffs thing? I'm like, oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good idea, training on detention and arrest procedures, and then after that they can have handcuffs. I don't see nothing wrong with that, but like you said, you gotta wait for personnel to make something up for that, don't you? Sort of classroom session or something. Currently don't have any classroom sessions. We have a classroom in our building. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind actually having like a sit-down classroom thing, but that does get boring for a lot of people.
Yeah, it does.
I tend to go more on the side of role play, whereas some people don't. They want to be doing something and be active and out there. And
user left your channel.
When I was part of personnel, I wanted to like when there's a bunch of SRs around, like there is right now, I wanted to just go into civilian clothes, put on a mask, and run into base.
I don't know if you were there that day that Sullivan and I snuck in base from the airfield and ran up on a bunch of guardsmen at the gate. Like we tactically sneaked from like the airfield, and then crouched like through the hangars, came out. Sullivan was on that little crevice between the SD building fence and the airfield fence, and I came around from this side on the road. It was like, and that's how easy it is for someone to sneak on base and kill all of you. If we weren't using tasers, most of you would be dead.
Wish they would close up that hole on the airfield, to be honest.
It makes sense to have it, but I think we need a gate. Radio comms was the other thing that personnel was supposed to be working on. Radio comms and the arrest procedure.
Radio comms is Steve Freak's going crazy.
Yeah, although radio comms is supposed to be covered for the most part in NDOC, it's supposed to drill into your head clear, quick, and concise.
Yeah.
I need to see if I was live streaming yet when I did my NDOC. I don't think I was, but I'd love to see that again because when I first joined, I swear everything was done so much differently. Like,
yeah, I mean, all I know NDOC for now is like, I mean, is T. Like that's honestly all it is now. It seems like we don't really go over any information other than Coast Guard's a team. You always work together as a team. That kind of nonsense. And then and we basically have them do some sort of run together or
yes, there's
together.
2 more marshals at the back of the SD building with the other suspect.
Sometimes they'll ask questions like, what's the Coast Guard motto? And if they answer wrong, they'll go for a short swim.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of it. See, when I did my NDOC, it was that, but we also, like, we went down over here where the PT area is, next to the kill house, and they had us all up in a line, and it was, just like, they would say something and be like, radio communications always be quick, clear, and concise, and then like 5 minutes later be like, And what are radio communications supposed to be like? And you're supposed to be clear, quick, and concise. And you're supposed to say it as a group. And if you didn't, then you'd do push-ups as a group. And if you're out of time, you'd start over and do them again until you could all get them in time at the same time. And then we'd all run the PT. And if somebody didn't look behind them and make sure that they were still with their team, then you'd stop, wait for them, go around, and you just keep going around until you could do it a couple of times and nobody got left behind. It was the whole time the Coast Guard motto was playing in the background, Coast Guard songs, marching anthems, stuff like that. It was the immersion was incredible. That was my first taste of Coast Guard. That really was like, wow, this is incredible. And now I guarantee a majority of our personnel don't even have any Coast Guard things on their soundboard.
Not personnel anymore. Don't look at me.
I don't have any either. I mean, I'm not excluded from that.
Yeah.
I have links to all of them. I could easily download them and add them. I just haven't done it yet. I also don't do a whole lot of in-doc training though. Really, the only time I do training is when somebody needs training and nobody else will fucking do it. Or they've been like, I've been trying to get training for 2 or 3 days. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. Let's go.
So the last bone I wanted to pick with you, I don't know if you really know much more information than the last time I may have asked you. Is there any soon TM? Is there any closer to soon TM for a T for our department, or is it just soon TM?
Sorry, you cut out. Are you talking about lieutenant?
Yeah, for our department.
At this point, I'm not really sure. Of course, Kevin's going to be your highest ranking officer within the PMOS, so he's going to be your go-to guy.
Which is haven't
yeah.
seen him. I've seen him once, I think.
And that's kind of the problem. For that reason, we have a hard time making him a lieutenant, even though he'd be the logical choice. So that being said, we're left with the rest of the people in port security. We look at the rest of the people in port security, and there's no one who's like a high enough rank to be a logical jump. So, I mean, there are some people who we feel would probably do well at the job, but if they've got the experience or not is what I'm kind of trying to look at. We need whoever is the lieutenant to be NA, preferably, because we've already got EU covered with this lieutenant junior grade, and that's how we try to stagger it. Aviation, I mean, Keegan's kind of in his own time zone, but I haven't seen him in fucking forever. And Nick kind of wakes up early and he makes it a point to be here during other time zones too. So with port security, basically, it's kind of on hold at the moment, just because we're waiting for either people to get more experience and to be fit for that role, or I don't know, waiting for Kevin to be around and active and such and be able to do that. I feel like he'd be acceptable, but that's the issue though, is the fact that he's not here a lot.
Hold on 1 second.
User joined your channel.
I mean, Kevin, you say he'd be acceptable, but he jumped from Seaman, did he not?
Yeah, he did, and that was quite a bit of a jump, and it was a bit of extenuating circumstances because Fox was intending to resign when I took this position. When Dan left, Fox was going to leave shortly thereafter. He decided not to leave, but Kevin was promised his position. And then, things happened. And when I'm not saying it's impossible by any means, I think at this point it's just kind of a non-necessity. But if you think otherwise, then I will, push for it a little harder.
I would just like to see someone to. Don't ever see Kevin,
User joined your channel.
Connell was tough to catch.
User joined
in his
your
days.
channel.
Right.
When I did see him, I did see him more than Kevin. So.
Well, you guys also don't have an SCPO either. I'd preferably like to see somebody go to senior chief.
We do have a SCPO. Me is acting right now.
When the hell did that happen?
I don't know how that happened, but
that happened like 2 weeks ago.
What the fuck?
How
did I miss this?
It happened literally the day he transferred out of aviation. He transferred out of aviation as an ensign, and they made him senior chief petty officer.
It was pretty quickly after, yeah.
What?
It was literally like the
I
same
remember
day
you telling
he transferred. They made him senior chief.
I remember you telling me that you guys wanted he didn't want him in that position, and yeah, it kind of happened almost immediately after that conversation. A couple days, maybe a day or two after.
It happened literally the same day he transferred. Literally the same day that happened.
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about him. I didn't realize he was senior chief, though. I thought he was still a chief petty officer.
Bumped up pretty much right after me and you had a conversation about
User joined your channel.
You wanted to see how he did as a chief petty officer in a new department.
Yeah.
Was moved out of
well,
channel.
With Jamie, he's been a commissioned officer for longer than I've been in Coast Guard. He's been and a chief warrant officer than an ensign. So he's definitely got the experience with Coast Guard in general. Port security experience is what was really kind of making me wonder. You know, just because he's never been in port security before, he's always been aviation. So he's definitely, you know, earned the potential to move up. It's just he's going to a completely new department. That being said, though, I think that he's doing fairly well. I think that he just needs somebody to kind of guide him along as far as PSU goes. Now, I haven't seen him do too many PSU things yet, so I don't know how he is doing in PSU. If you guys have seen him more than I have, then maybe you can help me with that. But from what I see in Slack and such, he seems like he's doing well.
I've seen him. I've never gone on a patrol with him or anything.
2-8 radio check.
With Kevin, actually. I just don't have luck with higher ups, it seems.
User disconnected from
Never been on
channel.
patrol with either of them. I've been on patrol with Paul. I've been on multiple times with Paul. I've been on patrol multiple times with Christian, obviously. Those are, and then there's myself. That's all of port security right there, I'm pretty sure. It's like once people move up, they start disappearing. For Greenie. I think Greenie's the only one I haven't seen, like, disappear after moving up.
I feel bad for Greenie. He's still acting CO.
User was moved out of your channel.
Maybe that'd be fun. Maybe the day they decide a CO for port security, they'll make him a non-acting for deck. So.
Yeah, I brought that up. I don't know why there hasn't been more discussion on Greenie's acting position currently. I haven't heard any complaints from him about him, so I don't know.
User was moved to your channel.
I just feel bad for him because he's always like, eh.
I just keep telling him, aren't we all just acting? I don't know if that makes him feel any better.
I told Cornell the other day I kind of told him like to grow up here and message Fox saying, "Are we in Hollywood? Because we're doing a lot of acting recently."
1-1 and 1-3 going to the bank in Silverton, approaching front gate now.
Oh yeah.
Every one of our LTJGs are acting. Every single one of them. Yeah,
and these acting positions honestly fucking piss me off.
Mostly because of the fact that they're only acting because there's somebody who's in reserves who's filling that position permanently, who hasn't been here since I've been here.
There is no reserve for thing.
You both need to take off your uniforms because you're
Only
not
an
looking for
XO,
apprentice,
which is
so.
Turner, and that's it.
There's Tim. There's Tim too.
Hang on.
who's Port security XO.
9-2, repeat last.
There's two seaman recruits that are going into Silverton. Do they not need to take off their uniform?
Are they coming back?
No, they're going to Silverton Bank.
Yes, we're coming back when we get done.
We're only depositing
If they're just going to the bank to deposit paychecks, then they can keep their uniform on. It's only if you're going off duty.
Copy.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? What? Okay.
Yeah. So, hold on. What? So the only people who are actually in, and by that logic, who should be in an acting position would be Kevin and Tyler. Those would be the only two people that should be in an acting. Everyone else, if that was the logic behind it, everyone else should not be acting anymore. If that's the true logic behind it, Tyler and should be the only acting.
What do you mean?
Like you said, when people are acting, they're usually filling in a place who has. They're filling in for someone who is in reserves, who has the position permanently, right?
Right, if they're, active duty military on mainlander, etc.
The only two positions that applies for is Kevin's position and Tyler's position. Everyone else is just acting just 'cause, it seems.
Right, and Greenie needs to be sorted. Greenie needs to either become a lieutenant or get rid of the acting and go back down. I don't see any reason why he'd go back down at this point, so yeah. Aviation's a bit of a different story, because Nick is on vacation currently, so, or he's not on vacation, he's going to a funeral, but, so that means that, right. They're acting because he's gone, so they're trying to fill those ranks below them, because Jason's acting lieutenant junior grade, so Jake is filling in for Jason while Jason is filling in for Nick. That's aviation's story. As far as everyone else, I believe that only leaves Tyler, Greenie, and
Tyler is
Kevin.
Because of Tim, whoever Tim is.
Tim Quantico. I have met Tim. He was here September of last year. I met him when I had first joined. But that was on a couple of occasions, and then I never saw him again.
I don't know. I think if you have to go, I don't know what the logic is behind this, but you should not be holding a high command position. Like, you should not be a commissioned officer on extended LOA/reserve.
I agree.
Well, David was actually talking to us about this yesterday, because he was kind of gone for a while, so he came yesterday, and it was just me, Greenie, and Tyler, I think, that were in the channel when he was talking to us. And he's like, oh, so what's up with the Coast Guard? Update me on stuff. What's the drama? This and that. And then when we came to this conversation, he just simply looked at it and goes, well, if they're military, why can't they just give him an honorable discharge and bring him back whenever they come back and not hold a roster spot for him?
Yeah. I hate having people have...
That's what David said. I was like, holy shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I completely agree. I think that, I have great respect for the military. I get that is what it is, but regardless of your real-life obligations, whether you're part of the military or not, this island and this Coast Guard needs active people for permanent positions. And I don't feel like you should hold that position when you're only here for a couple of weeks every, 6 to 8 months. And if that comes off as disrespectful to those who are serving the country, then so be it. but
User left your channel.
I feel like it's more unfair to people who have to have that A in front of their name, so they're acting because somebody else who isn't here is taking that position. I think it's ridiculous. I think that it should all be treated equally, but we also have to look at the fact that our commander is a former Marine, and that is going to be a hard thing to change with him.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But yes, I agree. I think that regardless of what reason you have for being absent, if you're absent, then you shouldn't be holding a command position. I've seen Turner come back once since last September, and that was only to go in all capitals in the announcements, and then never to be heard from again. And I don't care how great you are, when you come back after being gone for months, things change very quickly here. So you come back, and you have no fucking idea what anything is or how it works, what's changed on the island, or any of that, and then just somehow expect to be put back into your position. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you literally come back and have no fucking clue what's happening, what's going on, anything, and then you just, yep, you're a lieutenant junior grade.
I think the only way that's gonna change, what you said, you know, like giving him an honorable discharge and whatever. The only way that's gonna happen is if David tells him it has to happen.
Yeah, that probably will, because Sullivan's probably gonna cry about it, and if somehow Sullivan and Zakora do agree, they're always that one Nazi that always disagrees on everything.
This
so
is 1-3 heading off for the night.
It's gonna end up being like that.
If Sullivan and I get together on something, then it happens. I don't like going over Fox's head, but some things, like making personnel take people in as soon as the slots are available, is worth it. Some things that just have to happen, and I honestly, if Sullivan and I can agree, then it happens. But I don't like to just bypass Fox. I want Fox to give his input, because there's a lot of times where I agree with something, and then Fox says, you know, his input, and I'm like, oh, you know, that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of times he can sway my opinion, but other things, like with the personnel thing and recruitment, where I'm just like, no, we need to keep recruitment open, get our numbers back up, we are dying here.
I actually did tell David, David's like, oh, is there any actual issues? I'm like, honestly, the only issue I see is Fox never being here. I'm like, you should talk to him to try to get him to at least get on the island at least once a week. At least. I mean, Sheriff Hastings and the undersheriff do it. The FIFR guys do it. The rest of our command does it. Why is Fox so special to not do it?
So that's why that's okay.
Yeah. There's already a discussion about that.
I'm not even gonna say anything. Basically, even in the past couple of weeks, like, I've been with this point where I've kind of just felt burnt out a little bit, and haven't been having as much fun. And with that, I've also been super fucking busy in real life, so that helps, you know, a lot with the whole not being here thing. But, you know, I've been debating resigning if this continued to where I wasn't around as much as I would like to be, because of the fact that I don't feel like it's right to not be here on island and be in a command position. You know, I also tossed around the idea of, you know, maybe I'll just go back to ensign, but, you know, I'm trying to be here, I'm trying to be active and everything, and get through this shit in real life, and then we'll be back to the status quo. But for right now, it's just like I get here when I can, because real life's exploding.
But you're not gone for months at a time.
That's the thing, is that I recognize that it's not okay to not be here and be a lieutenant commander. I either need to be here or I need to resign. One of the two. So I'm here.
Even going back at this whole thing with personnel that you said you guys had to shoot over his head. You guys shot over his head because, like, shit, he doesn't see it. He's not here to see the fact that they gather around like a bunch of fucking Finding Nemo birds and go, are you personnel? Are you personnel? Can you train me? Can you train me? Like, there's no one to train them.
And that's why all NCOs are required to train now.
That's why I dropped personnel, because there's no reason for me to be in personnel anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm an NCO, so what difference does it make if I'm a personnel or not? I still train them.
That's also why I dropped. I dropped for the same reason.
Yeah, and I anticipated that happening. I figured people would leave and like, okay, the only reason I'm here is for training, because now personnel is strictly for interviews and things like that. Personnel also trains regardless of rank. But once you become a NCO, it's your obligation to train at least some of the time. Yeah, I see him. I see him.
Nick actually told me to train these road cones.
How are you, gentlemen?
Good. Good, sir.
Thank you. How's life?
Sucks balls.
I agree. We should suicide pact. All of us.
We should have just grabbed all of us and just said, fuck it. You know,
One
can
of us. One of us.
Pregnancy pact first.
What?
We're all gonna get pregnant together. And then we can suicide pact, so it doubles the outcome.
But
do that, dude, because you don't have female parts. You cannot get pregnant if you have male parts. Oh, I forgot that part. If I don't get laid soon and make any male babies, then my name will just be non-existent. So, you know.
But if we also, by the way, we also told David to make the fucking light poles in his base indestructible, ASAP.
I would rather than like Yeah, I mean, well, okay, yeah, that'd be nice.
Who are you, Irvin? Haven't seen you.
Mr. Reichert, haven't seen you in a hot minute. Oh shit! I didn't mean to flip you off.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah.
Trying to do the all wave and point. And, you know.
I know it's in the middle. I do that all the time. Don't worry.
I haven't been around a little bit because I've been working. That's why
I worked my ass off on the mainland today. I made road cone.
Someone stole a $700 television in front of me.
Yeah, what happened with that? I saw that.
Well, so here's what. Okay, so the company I work for, we are not allowed to do anything. This guy. Okay, so guy. It's funny. He's like looking at me like I want to buy this. I'm like, okay, so I you know, put him on the register as, you know, and I have his thing rung up. And he says, oh, that's $700, never mind, I don't want to pay for it, and runs out the door with it. And I can't do shit about it.
Never mind, I don't want to pay for it. Not I don't want to buy it, I don't want to pay for it.
To call police and have police come and do it, you can't do shit.
No, actually, I used to work in retail. I used to work at Kmart, right? And basically, it was the first two registers closest to the door's duty to, like, you know, say something and alert everyone else if they saw somebody shoplifting. We also had a really big, scary-ass black dude. Like, not that his race makes any difference, but it was a big-ass black dude who did our loss prevention. Like, if you saw this dude running at you, you'd shit yourself and fall to the ground. Like, don't hurt me! Like,
I did.
He used to work in his name was Quinn. He used to work in like high priced jewelry stores and shit. So like Kmart was a huge downgrade for him. But oh my god, this dude would like chase people into the parking lot and like tackle them to the ground. It was crazy.
See, my company's not allowed to do that. So if they decide they just want to walk out with whatever item, we just have to watch them. We have to stand there and watch them
the thing is,
with whatever product.
As long as they're still on the property, then at least at Kmart, if they're still on the property, you could pursue them. As soon as they left that property, you can write that as a loss. You can't do anything.
Well, yeah. See, for us, leaving the property just means exiting the front door. So
leaving the property meant leaving the parking lot for us.
And no, it was not leaving the parking lot for us. It's just literally if they decide they want to walk out, we cannot touch them or anything. That's normal though, right? You can't touch them or anything. You can't give any physical contact. That's normal and all. But like, unless they're what you call an authorized associate in my in my retail store, unless they're authorized to stop them, nothing can be done. I'm not authorized to stop anyone, so I had to stand there and watch him walk away with
You know what you tell them? You go up to your boss, or you know what? Screw that. The manager of the whole store, the general manager, you say, "Looky here, mister. I am MSRT in the virtual Coast Guard, and I swear to fuck, I will tackle a motherfucker."
You know what I told these people trying to return items at rallies without a receipt? Like a guy and like 2 other people. They came in, they started arguing with me. You know, I was the boss at the time. I wasn't the manager, but I was the deal specialist.
And now you clean
started arguing
pools.
with me. Yeah, now I clean pools. But anyways, I was like,
You
alright,
clean
if you
pools?
guys, okay,
You wanna
if you don't
clean
walk
mine?
out of my store within 30 seconds, then I'm gonna call the police. And he started arguing with me. I was like, look, chief, because he was an Indian, take your whole fucking tribe out of my goddamn store, or else the police will come over here in about 30 seconds.
Wait, what the fuck happened? You have a whole tribe of Indians coming to your pool store?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They return items without a receipt, and plus they weren't even ours. They were fucking auto shits.
That was basically my rule. Anytime I work in customer service or retail, is like, I am willing to work with you, but if you get an attitude with me, you can fuck right off.
That's basically what I told
Take
them.
this or I'm
That's
seizing
what I
it.
told them.
Fuck, I hate you.
I had an instance with an old man. He came around the corner, and I was like, "Old balls, you come around this fucking corner one more time, I'll knock your fucking lights out." Assistant manager.
Did he come
sitting
around
right
that corner?
Good night,
behind- No, he
guys. I'm
didn't. My
going to
assistant
bed.
manager was
Have a
right
good night,
behind me.
Brady.
He's like, "You should listen to your parts guy." It was funny. The fucking guy was like pissed. I was like, "Here's $25 for the core, and that's all I'm gonna give you." Was a dickhead. Like, you know how my last name's Mitchell? They call me Bitchel.
Oh my god. My girlfriend works at a pawn shop / loan place, and you should hear some of the fucking stories she has. Oh my god, she'll come home from work. Like, the most recent, there was an old lady who came in, right? And she was going to return her laptop she had bought from there. And the reason for returning it said, it has a virus. There's a shadow man under the spacebar.
What the fuck is this shadow?
I don't know. She also couldn't remember her password, so she couldn't turn it back on.
Fucking for Windows, go to freaking, you go into the BIOS and freaking do all that shit.
Yeah, you just type in that special code for eliminate shadow man, and it's done.
Yeah, format C, : //u/s, and that deletes everything.
Yeah, I've told her that, basically, that you can, like, you know, reformat a computer from the BIOS. You don't actually have to have the password. But she said that it's a company policy, apparently. You have to log into the computer. Probably to make sure it's not stolen, you know.
We had to, talking about computers, I had to put it on the new computer system, so I had to have, you know, somebody else stay with me after we closed. Or this
Start
kid.
one leaving Coast Guard base heading for a northern patrol.
A from Shark 1.
Anyway, so I had to stay and put in a new system, right? Anyways, one of the drivers, she wanted to come hang out with us, so she came over there and hang out with us. This is like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, right? Well, all of a sudden, this freaking Tahoe pulls up into the parking lot, and then that kid I was working with, he's like, "Hang on, I'll be back in a minute." He goes over there, and you know, me and the driver sitting there talking, and I was like, "Man, he's taking a while." So we go over there, and they're in there fucking right there in the parking lot. Okay, so if we go up there, freaking started shaking that Tahoe left and right, you know, and he's just bringing up the
Start one investigating a Grim Goose docked at the study at the. Where is this now? Sorry, Silverton Ports.
Docked somewhere.
So anyways, we start
Okay.
walking the Tahoe.
Great
the
call,
delivery driver did, right?
User joined your channel.
Fuck, he bobbed his head out and he's like, "Stop fucking doing that, I'm trying to get laid here." But he's like, "Alright, we'll leave him alone." So then we walked into the store and I checked on the computer, see how far it was going. He comes running in the store in his fucking boxers. That's the only thing he had on. He's like, "I forgot my condom."
Oh my god.
Don't worry, if you guys ever think it can't get any worse, just remember you could always apply to become a fisherman here on the Sea Queen. I'll trust you. And trust me, you guys are gonna see some shit. And you're gonna have crabs in your pants. Have fucking shit thrown at you. You're gonna have people try to stab you. You're gonna have some shit.
This is really not a very good speech for your employment place.
Dude, there was one Japanese guy that fucking pissed me off so much. He caught a fucking decent sized fish. And you know what the motherfucker does? He goes in his bag, pulls out a knife, starts cutting it and eating it right there on the spot. The poor thing's sitting there flapping around with blood pouring out of it, blooding up my whole deck, and he's just sitting there eating the fucking thing.
Dude, Japanese people are fucking weird. Like, I work in a Japanese company, what are you doing? And I can attest, Japanese people are fucking weird.
It's a sashimi. I'm like, yo, I'll turn you into sashimi. How about that? I'm like, no, either you toss his ass in the microwave, or don't fucking eat it until you get home.
The way we kill things and skin fish, like, you know, we caught a lot of
Roman,
catfish.
it depends. What do you pay?
$50 a trip, plus tips. It means on average, on a 5-hour trip, you'll make about $150 to $200.
5 hour? That's not too bad.
That's not enough.
$150 for 5 hours? That's not bad. You might get stabbed, but it's not bad.
Charge $500-$600, dude.
Oh no! Ever since the guy came at me with a knife, now I have a fucking gun on the boat. There's no one ever. I have a baseball bat and I have a fucking gun. I have a revolver upstairs.
Chart 1, code 4 on last investigation, continuing on Northern Patrol.
Actually, I had a fucking shotgun once. My partner had a shotgun on the boat too. I don't know where it went though. I don't know if it's still on the boat or if like he took it back. I haven't seen it.
It's usually not a good thing to just lose track of.
I mean, it's not my shotgun. I give 0 fucks about it. Thinking about bringing my rifle and putting my rifle on the boat, but like I don't know how the Coast Guard feels about a vessel having an AR-15 assault rifle. At the same time, technically, I am allowed to do it because we do fish in technically international waters, so.
Someone at front gate.
Sucks. Probably one of the King Sullivan. We're here to go do bungee jumping with you for the 6th day in a row.
Back up,
it is the King.
Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta do a little bit of tinkle.
You gotta whack off?
No. I gotta. You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yo, that's funny. That's a fucking King's card, dude. Where's actual 9? Is he awake still, or is he sleeping?
User
yeah,
left your channel.
Oh wait, no, never mind, that's Fox. Yeah, 9 actual still awake. Just scrolling, I see a yellow leaf, and I'm like, whoa! What? And then I see it's Fox. I'm like, oh, okay, it's Foxy.
Did anybody call marshals?
Hello?
Connected. Channel switched.
Harrow?
We still
Hey.
love you.
How's it going?
I don't know. I got the crash.
Hey, look at DOC's got some shit. Have to go.
I guess we'll be on standby.
I will buy the sand. Sand standby. And he was one of them that messed up the PT, but I don't think the other guy meant any problems. The other guy in like the black car that was following us, he was actually trying to block off roads for us.
Fuck.
Be advised. No, I don't want no part of that. Nope. It's gonna end in a shootout. How much you want to bet?
Start running code 4 on 2 yachts.
Come again, Shark One?
Start 1 is code 4 on the 2 yacht investigation.
Copy that.
Wait, they're going from where to where?
Right, import, export, they're code 4 on 2 yachts. Guess that's what they said. Kiss. Come on, get some tunes, man. We got a mobile radio somewhere around here. Buddy, I'm gonna go nuts. Get mine on me. It's like rock.
User joined your channel.
There we go.
Yeah, let's tune the Jayhawk radio up here a little bit.
Start 1 entering DOC bay.
Confirm Shark One.
just found Colby Jack cheese in my fridge.
Nice.
Nice. That stinks.
I mean, they're cheese sticks, like Colby Jack cheese, and they're like the Sorrento cheese sticks, not like the frozen cheese sticks or something.
Yes, Val! Yeah!
What happened to the radios? Hang on, let's see if we can find. Okay, that works.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Hail to the Sullivan.
So we technically can't participate in that race, can we? Because you can get pulled over for it, right?
I mean, technically, yeah, I guess that would be correct. If it's still subject to the police, then we can't really. Probably could, and it wouldn't be a huge deal. But I mean, they're basically hosting an illegal street race.
The Mustang is one of the very few cars I have, so.
Hard to drive my freaking vehicles because of the.
A Mustang is one of the very few cars I don't have. Sorry, correction.
That Corvette? Oh my god. Fuck that.
That's why I broke out the F-150 yesterday, because I didn't know that things had changed, and I can actually decently drive the F-150, so I won't pull anything else out of my garage until I know it's fixed.
Silverado's top at 70.
Before Roman asks, where's that coming from? It's the Jayhawk.
What?
We got mobile radios too.
Coming from you, not the Jayhawk.
Last time I decided to play music, you were just like, basically.
To be fair, if you're carrying a cell phone, you could actually be playing it from the cell phone.
Shark 1 is docking at DOC gate. We're just gonna go for a jog, I guess.
What?
Why? Well, something about Shark 1.
No, I heard what he said, but why?
Why? What happened? What did he say?
They're docking at DOC
Going
to go
for a jog? Question mark?
By orders of Commander Sullivan.
A firm. Alright.
Hey, that jog last night was pretty fun, Roman. The freaking Kings had a
Oh yeah,
that was awesome,
no,
Roman.
I was so fucking high yesterday. I completely forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah, all we did was run around Silverton. Like the whole entire Coast Guard was just running from all around in circles in Silverton.
We had Peaches with us leading us.
Yeah, I put on my Peaches uniform and I was running around as Peaches with a cone on my head. Just leading the way.
I honestly really like those runs. As sad as that is, because literally you're just running.
I was really hoping that one of the people that were like
Jerry
in a high, one of the people that were in a higher rank yesterday that were doing it with us would like call me out on my uniform violation, and I'll just be like, "Well, you guys don't have bras that say Coast Guard on it, do you?"
Hey,
like, I had
speaking
all
of
the
which,
prepared and everything, but no one said anything. Like, yeah, look up my skirt. Do you see these panties? They're red.
She can't pick those back up.
It's close enough.
I almost died out on a shark patrol with Kitty yesterday. That was fucking nuts.
Zane, just to give you a slight detail.
We
on my,
the second goose that we came upon, we tried to bump it and like move it out to sea. And we stood there throwing shit all over it. It had like an engine on the top of it and like gas cans and all kinds of shit. It just floated there. So he pulls the shark up next to it, and I get on the back and try to throw one of the life buoys on top of it. And the first time it does, it like bounces and then the buoy goes flying off. We get it, come back to the area, and I throw it again, and the buoy bounces like twice on the top of the goose and then explodes, and I take a major gunshot wound.
See, you know what you want to do when you...
Go!
This is how you dispose of aircraft, okay? You just put a firecracker underneath the aircraft and light it. It will instantly either go boom or join the SpaceX program.
Shit, hang on.
Very, very, very effective on the airfield. Meaning, if someone gets out of a plane or a helicopter on the airfield and starts running away from you, all you gotta do is just say be on yelling, and pretend you're saying it over the radio. Be like, okay, so there's no owner to this vehicle. We're gonna go ahead and use demolition charges to blow it up and get rid of it because it's blocking the airfield. And the owner will turn around from running away from you, come back, and be like, what are you gonna do to my aircraft? And then you fucking restrain him. I just ran out of breath. Every time I say that, they fucking come running back. They're like, don't blow up my plane. Well, motherfucker, then don't run away from me. And then you just handcuff them. Granted, if they continue running, don't blow up the aircraft. Because that's going to be a lot of paperwork.
Zane, was that you?
What?
That was me.
I got a ping in my head since I've only got one eyeball instead of two, like you rich uppity bastards. I have to like verify that it's actually. Oh well, you can kiss my big hairy ass.
I'll give you a few more pings inside your eyeball.
I don't have enough real estate for more than one eyeball.
I've got enough real estate, I just don't have enough money.
We're giving
oh my
John
god,
pings?
Roman. I hate my life. I'm awake!
What the hell is this? What the hell is this, Zane? Why am I standing next to you? Why do I have a feeling I'm responsible for that? Why do I have the craziest feeling that I'm responsible?
I did not say it was you, did I?
I'm in the picture, so somehow I'm responsible to this Jayhawk turning into a fucking treehouse.
I did not say
what the hell?
You were the one that did it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Can I see this?
Oh, I remember what this is. This is when Jonah was flying the Jayhawk and I lit a firecracker underneath him.
Zane, are you playing Maui's song?
Maybe.
I'm alright with that. I accept that. I'm pretty sure that
it does make it look like Roman was responsible for that. It does.
I was. I remember what this was. Jonah was flying and I lit a firecracker underneath him.
I deleted the GoPro, but it was funny and shit.
Pretty sure that Sully listens to this song every time he comes on island to remind him who he is on the island.
What the fuck?
What? I guess the song is called Welcome.
You're welcome.
Almost like that SpongeBob voice.
I want Dwayne Johnson to narrate my life.
What?
Said I want Dwayne Johnson to narrate my life.
Dude, I would love Dwayne Johnson to impregnate my wife so we could actually have a decent looking baby.
Damn!
I wouldn't mind. I'll be like, here, you can have her. I'll give him the condoms and every. Actually, no, he doesn't need condoms. He just the whole purpose. I'll be like, here, Rock, I'll give you the weed, I'll give you the drugs, I'll give you the roofling if she doesn't like you, but she definitely will, and just do your thing. Sure my baby looks like you. That's it.
I want Morgan Freeman to narrate my wife. Just my
narrate your wife?
Would it be your baby? What?
It will be funny, like my wife gives birth to the baby and it pops out and it has that giant chest tattoo like The Rock does.
I've always wanted to grill a bitch somebody. That would be so funny.
And then you'll look at him and just be like, oh my god, he's so cute. And you'll be like, it doesn't matter what you think.
Zane, why are you on this music trip here?
Why not? That's the real question. Why are we not playing more Disney music? Like that, everything from Thomas O'Malley Cat to I Can't Wait to Be King.
Of my personal,
Cause I'm shiny.
User left your
So
channel.
Zane, 1 and 2. Zane number 1 and number 2. I'm down to get back into Rust if you guys are.
I am kind of actually down.
Still have it.
I bet if we started playing Rust, whether we played Legacy or the new Rust, the girlfriend probably joined too. So that's 3 people.
Well, Legacy.
Do you have it?
I don't think that there's anything left in Legacy.
If this little groupie here gets it, that's freaking 5 of us to a clan.
Negative.
Yeah, there's like I don't know about Legacy. I don't think Legacy is a thing anymore. I actually know it still exists, but I don't think that there's any servers left.
If they not have even like
covered with hackers.
I mean, if you go on like official servers or whatever, there's some servers that don't have a whole lot of hackers. I mean, I don't know, we could try.
Alright, then it's updating right now, I'm gonna revert it to Legacy.
You can just choose Legacy when you start it, I think.
No, it's not like that anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so actually go to properties and change it over to Legacy branch or whatever the fuck it's called.
I see. I haven't played Rust in quite a while, so I wouldn't really know.
Used to be death with a P250. Oh my god. Fucking hit people from like a kilometer away, headshot with the P250.
Well, message me on Slack or whatever. It's time for me to go away.
Forever?
Not sure why, but I have this Disney song on my soundboard. Anyone know what that is yet?
It sounds familiar, but I can't remember what exactly it is. I think
Is that from Mulan?
Yeah, it's Mulan. Yeah, it's Mulan.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was I'm a mean Dean fighting machine from my yin to my yang to my yang is free or whatever it said.
Yes, I knew it was. I fucking love this song.
I have this song too.
Oh wow, you can't even.
New recruit song.
You guys see Twitter? Let's go to the front gate real quick.
Time to cheat. Oh my god, I can't move fast with this.
Switch and aircheck be advised for me. Shuttle 6046 will be airborne over CG base, repositioning to the hangars.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
2-5 to Shark, or Shark 1, are you guys still okay?
Zane, look!
That's a big
our
fish.
personal vehicle for me and Zane
Oh
Mitchell
my
has
god,
arrived.
it's a baby shark.
It's
Stop,
actually,
I'm proposing to him.
Have to say yes. He's got a shark, man.
Wow, Clyde leaves for a
Then
few
you
weeks
get
and you
down
just
in front of
fucking
me and you
divorce
say
him like that.
Yes.
Do?
Yes.
Okay.
Not how that works, but okay.
That's how I'm
Not
gonna
gonna
do
lie,
it.
I'm completely.
Damn.
This is completely
He's
unexpected.
gonna eat his catfish.
Oh my god! He's gonna eat his fishy pussy.
We lost a road cone.
Yep.
His embarrassment was too
Roman,
much.
Yes, I will.
Yes!
And, but
Yes.
what about Clyde?
What about him? You'll be acting. You'll be my acting husband.
Oh my god.
Guys, if anybody hasn't noticed, there's a floating road cone.
You'll be my acting husband.
Where?
Reichardt's firmly on the ground. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, when he goes off into the water, does that make him a buoy?
They're at the weapon factory. We could drive up there and I'll give you a diamond. I moved all my stuff to the weapons factory after I moved out of my house.
Hey, if you're gonna move him up there and go get a diamond, you better get one of those real ones, not those fake ass like
2-5 to
pink
Shark
ones
1,
and
you
shit.
guys still doing okay?
Who wants to go swimming?
Alright, now we need a priest.
Who wants to go swimming?
Yeah,
Who wants to go skinny dipping?
Oh yeah. Like, you're gonna be Irvin Sparks now.
As
Can
long
I
as
be
you-
the bridesmaid?
If you look like Peaches, that'd be so awesome.
I want to be the maid of honor.
I'm just saying, technically,
Zane.
the
That's a king.
wife takes
Car
the
approaching us.
husband's.
Yeah, you're my
Just
wife.
saying.
Who
Shark
said
1
I'm
units
your
are
wife?
going through a
Oh, I thought I was the
DSC.
husband. You just told me husband.
We could be
Hey,
husband and
Shark 1.
husband.
Hey,
Okay,
Brian. Hey. That's when you say B.
I disagree too.
You say B because that's what you got. Bees.
You got a D.
The bees.
No, I got bigger than bees.
What? Wait a minute. What did you just say? It's better than SD. We can help
I'm
you.
walking away
Just
from
follow
this.
Zane.
It's a lengthy
There's an
process.
ocean right there. You jump in. You're clean.
User left your channel.
9-2's gonna be signing off for the night. Y'all have fun, stay safe.
10-4, sir.
Have a good night, 9-2. Good night,
Night.
9-2.
Yeah.